Hello everybody, welcome back to April's on a Budget. I'm April, and today I'm not cash stuffing, or at least not at the moment anyway. So I did mention in the last couple of weeks that I was going to be doing a small launch on Etsy where I was going to be making a bunch of stuff and posting it up there, and I have been working like a dog for the last 4 days trying to accomplish that. So I just wanted to show you what I have. All right, I'm nervous. I don't know why. So I'm going to start with this one. So this one I've had all along on my Etsy shop. I've had this one. Let me just make sure you're in frame because I have you zoomed right in. Perfect. Okay, so so this one I've had up on my Etsy shop for a long time, but I've had it as just the digital version available on my Etsy shop. So I've now made a few of them to sell physically for those people who don't have printers, laminators, that sort of thing at home. So this is a cruise binder. I originally made this for me because I wanted to save for a cruise. Then Tyson told me that we can go ahead and book Disney, and cruise went on the way down the road 10 years from now, back burner, so I'm not using this binder. Anyway, so I made, this is all the different pages. So there's a $100 builder and a $200 builder, which I will explain shortly. So this is the fare, so the cost of your cruise, and you're going to take your total cost of your cruise and then divide that by each icon. In this case, it would be divided by 20, and then each icon is going to be worth that amount. So these are all envelopes, by the way. So each one is an envelope. So your airfare, in case you're like me and you live central North America or wherever it is you're living. If you're not coastline anyway, you got to fly there to catch your cruise. So this is your airfare savings. These are all envelopes. Your hotel if you need to stay somewhere, transportation, so Uber, train, that sort of thing to get to your cruise and back, excursion savings, dining, beverages. I called it drinks. I didn't want to say alcohol, just, you know, because I don't know who you're saving for. Shopping, internet, because it's very expensive on cruises, spa, casino, tips. And then I have this little just generic envelope at the back in case there's something that you want to save for your cruise that I don't have an envelope in here for. Now, the $100 builder and the $200 builder are, say, for people like me who would like to save for a Disney cruise, which for us would be, I think it was with airfare was like almost $9,000. So without airfare, I would guesstimate it to be probably about $7,000. So I would have to make each icon a large amount of money. I think it was $350 or $400. So I would do these first. So I would do a $100 builder or the $200 builder, whichever one I want. And then once I finish it, so each icon is worth $5, that would give me $200. So then I can either put them in here or just divide that $200 up amongst all the other envelopes just to make it easier to save up for those larger amounts. And then I also have a $100 builder in here as well, so that this way if you want to save just the 100 you can. If you need 300 you can do both, so on and so forth. So anyway, this is now available on my Etsy shop. I love this thing. Okay, so there's that. And then this one, I cannot take credit for this because this one actually Bella from Saving Made Simple reached out to me and asked me if I would make a orca savings challenge because she loves orcas. So I did, and I absolutely loved how they turned out. The colors are just beautiful. So I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to put them up on my Etsy shop. So they are all numbered. So they have, this is 3 to 7. So every single scratch and save on here is going to be between $3 and $7. This one is a between 1 and 4. So it doesn't tell you the total of the actual scratch and save, but it tells you how much the maximum amount of your scratch is going to be. This one is 2 to 5 and this one is 2 to 6, but I love the colors. I think they're just beautiful. So anyway, those are also available up on my Etsy shop. All right. Next, so this one you already knew about because I did announce this one a couple weeks ago. So this one, oops, sneak peek. So this one is my 1 year of savings, which you all know about. So I'm just going to go over all of the pages in this binder for those who don't watch my channel on the regular. So the first one is the normal penny savings challenge. It's just the typical one. It totals $667.95. And then I have the Canadian version of the penny challenge. So this one goes up in increments of 5 instead of going up by a penny. And then, of course, because things like the 5 would actually total 0, I made the first one $1. And I've kind of done that throughout in a few places. And so this way the total is $700. And then I have the January monthly scratch and save, the nickel nest egg, which we all love. The winter savings, so the winter scratch and save saves $330. That's a pretty big one. February monthly, happily ever after, which is just a board game, and when you're done paying this, it pays into your sinking funds and your savings and debt, depending on where you land. And then the March monthly, the spring savings scratch and save totals $150. I do believe that is the lowest amount of the seasonal ones. And then Crazy 8s, and again, this game, as you play it, it goes into sinking funds, debt, and savings. So depending on which one of these you land on, that's where your money is going to go. And then, oh, and I believe this one you can also do a low budget version as well. And then the April savings, Easter savings, so each one of the jelly beans, you would assign the dollar amount. So depending on your budget, you can start at 25 cents or 10 cents, whatever you choose, or go, you know, $1, $2, $3, $4, whatever your budget allows. The May scratch and save totals $60. Shut the Box, which we're all familiar with. The June, I just finished this one. The June monthly is $100. Monopoly, Saveopoly. So this one, again, all of my games, this type of like a board game copy, they all are where some of it goes into savings, some of it goes into debt. July scratch and save, $65. The summer scratch and save, so this one saves $210. You could start that now, or you could start it next summer if you just want to wait and hold on to this and start it in January. Okay, so the month ahead, what I did was, if you have your car payment, you would divide your car payment up by 10, and then each one of these cars is going to be what that amount is, and that's how much you're going to save. You can do the same for your home, whether that be your rent or your mortgage or just house savings, your utilities, your groceries, and 10% income savings. So that is the 1 month ahead. The birthday savings, which is totals $300. The August monthly is $75. Mix it up. So this is a play on the 52-week challenge. Basically, I don't do the 52-week challenge because I'm terrified of getting to 52 weeks and having to pay $52 and the previous week $50. It's just too much for me all at one time. So what I did was I came up with this one, which is all mixed up. So I just called it Mix It Up. So in week 1, you would pay $19. Week 2, you would pay $5. Week 3, $31. And then here it keeps your running total. Now, you don't have to do them in order. You can do them however you like. But if you do them in order, it keeps your running total here and shows you exactly how much you've saved to date. And it saves a total after the bonus of $1,500. September scratch and save. Oh shit. Well, don't need to explain that one. The emergency savings. So this is if you do all of the little sirens, $5 each, it's a total of $500, or $10 a piece equals $1,000. The October, each spider is worth $5, gives you a total of $85. The autumn or fall savings challenge, this one is $270. That one's a big one. So this is the Christmas savings game. So this is the higher total. I do have 2 of these games that are very similar, but this one is the higher one. So you can do it. You can just go one ahead and keep going until you get to the end, or you can roll and just play the entire board. The November savings, which is $90. Each icon is $5. And then this is the smaller of the 2 Christmas or winter board games. This is the lower budget one if you want to do that one first, or just that one. This is your Christmas savings. So this one, each little ornament on the tree and each present all are assigned a dollar value right here, and it totals $500. And then the December monthly, which is 140 big ones. That one is a big one. And then the Let It Snow. This one is also available in digital on my Etsy shop, and it's probably my number 3 bestseller. So it is available in this book, and each icon is $2, and it saves a total of $50. So that is available on my Etsy shop, or hopefully by the time this video goes up, it'll be available on my Etsy shop. So that's 3 things. I filmed this once already, but I forgot to do my Bon Voyage, so I opened with it this time. Okay, so next, what am I going to do next? All right, so next I'm going to do the Enchanted Book of Savings. So this is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and it comes with an A5 envelope and dashboard. So this is 10 pages. Each page represents a different dwarf, and Snow White and the prince and the witch, the stepmother, they're all in here. So there's Happy, Grumpy, Sneezy, Doc, Sleepy, Bashful, Dopey. So there's a variation of scratch and saves. So this is the Queen. And then Snow White's a little board game here on the back where the Queen is trying to reach her. So you're going to roll or just move one apple at a time, however you choose, until you get to Snow White. And then Happily Ever After. Each heart is worth however much you want it to be, and then that will be the final one in this book. So that is 10 savings challenges with the A5 envelope, and it is up on my shop. And then I'm going to clear my throat. All right, so next I have this. So this you're all familiar with if you watch my channel. I do have one, so you can see this one is significantly smaller. So when I made this one, the reason I haven't sold it is because the money fits really super snug in here, and so I didn't feel comfortable putting it up on Etsy. So I've made a larger version. So it's exactly the same thing, it's just bigger. The envelopes are a little bit larger, and it doesn't say Abigail on the front. I can't personalize these for people, I'm sorry, but I can't. It would just, I just don't have time to make a new cover for every order. But it's exactly the same. It's got all the princesses, the same thing. It's just a little bit larger. So it's sturdy. I made it with 5 mil and 3 mil laminate, so they are very sturdy. Anyway, so this totals 1,000. Now, I couldn't just have princesses because, you know, not all kids are into princesses. So I made another one. It's Winnie the Pooh. So I debated on doing one that was just a generic Disney with a whole bunch of Disney characters, but I started putting the Winnie the Pooh in there, and then I just loved Winnie the Pooh, and so I just did the whole thing Winnie the Pooh. So it's same thing, same exact totals as what's in this one. They are exactly the same. It's just different pictures, that's all. So it's got all of the characters from Winnie the Pooh, including a Heffalump. I love Heffalumps. And Tigger, Piglet, Winnie the Pooh, more Tigger, more, Tigger and Roo, Winnie the Pooh, Roo. So they're all here. All the characters from Winnie the Pooh are in here. This is just so cute. Anyway, so this one is available up on my shop. Ooh. And if you have any requests, so if there's an album that you would like me to make like this, it would need to be for 1,000, though I can't change totals right now. But if there's one that you want to do, just message me personally, and I'll let you know if I can do it. It depends on the availability of the pictures that it's, I can't remember what they're called. The artwork, anyway, that I have to purchase. It depends on the availability of those. Okay, so last but not least. So I made this. So I wanted to have a Canada savings book. So this is just completely Canada. It's all baby animals that are native to Canada. Now, some of the animals in here you can find elsewhere in the world, like Canada Goose. I know they're in the United States, but they are called the Canada Goose because this is where they come from. But anyway, it's a baby Canada Goose. So these are just little scratch and saves. There's 10, I believe, in total. So little beluga whale, polar bear, baby mooses, baby orcas. I can't remember if that's a walrus or a seal. I think it's a walrus. This was an educational lesson for me because I did not know puffins were from Canada, but they are. Who knew? Baby puffins. This is baby caribou, not to be mistaken for a moose. It is a caribou, and it's what's on our quarter. The lynx, so those are baby lynx, and little baby beavers. Let me count this because I think there's 10, but maybe there's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's 10 scratch and saves in total. Yeah, I think that thing is adorable. So it is available on my Etsy shop. Now, don't feel left out because I know that cash stuffers are from all over the world. And I thought, April, you can't just make one for Canada. You have to let everybody be included. So I made one for the UK. I'm not going to go through all of the animals because truthfully, I don't know the names of all of them. I know that's a hedgehog. That's a wild cat. It's literally just called a wild cat. Some kind of rodent, some other kind of rodent. I think that's a squirrel, actually, a red squirrel. Some kind of seal, another rodent, the Highland cow, which we all know and love, another rodent. The UK doesn't have a lot of animals that are larger than this, I'm just saying. This cute little tiny owl, and then white whale. So this is the UK. Yeah, so anyway, I made one for the UK. And then I also made one for the United States. So the one for the United States has, I don't know, some kind of seal. There's a lot of different kinds of seals and walruses and stuff. I don't remember. It was a lot of animals I did at one time. Anyway, so yeah, there's a lot of animals. That's a mountain goat. Don't know. Grizzly. That is a vulture. That is a bison. Eagle, bald eagle, an alligator or crocodile, one or the other, and there's a few pages that I skipped there by accident, but they're all here anyway, and you probably would know if you're American what those are more than I would. And then, so nobody's left out, Australia. So I also have an Australian one. So on the cover of all of these, you will notice that I didn't put an actual flag. What I did was I found artwork that mimicked the flag but wasn't identical. And then I have each country's national flower, and I have each country's national animal, except for the UK because they don't have one. Anyway, it's all, they were adorable. I had so much fun making these. Anyway, so this one has some kind of rodent. Did I do this one? No. I don't remember. Platypus. Don't know. Tasmanian devil. Emu. Dingo. Alligator or crocodile. Don't know which one. Kangaroo. Hedgehog. And koala bear. So there you go. So these are all available up on my Etsy shop. And I think that's it. I think that's all I have. So if you like any of the things that I've showed you tonight, they are all available at Designs by April Fields. I'll link it down below. That's the name of my Etsy shop. I do ship internationally around the world. Yeah, so if you liked anything here tonight, go check it out. All right. Bye, everybody.